Game 1 of Top 64 tournament. I definitely thought this race started an hour later than it was actually starting, so that's okay. Game 1 is always pretty normal, open 7-7. Games 2 and 3 are where things get more interesting. Alright, got some money. Got Pendant, Eastern, Crystal Desert. Yeah, game 1 you get sab0tender. I'm the 11 seed, he's like the 53 seed or something? 54 seed? I don't know. 64 person bracket, you can figure it out. We got a book, and also do all of that, and then that. Alright, map and escapes. That means there's... Ugh. 6 items and the key left. Do you want to kill one of these guards? To get a little bit more money. Opening, you know, always pretty simple. I always do Uncle into Kakariko. If I have the ability to do escape after Uncle, I'll do escape. Moon Pearl. So far, so good. Get all the money. Just give me like a bottle, boots, and the flute in Kakariko. I'll be a happy camper. Oh, man. Glove is nice. We're one item away from Dark World access. Hammer emits from Dark World access, which is like, I don't know, kind of spooky. I don't like being this close to Dark World access in the first 3 minutes. Leads to a lot of different potential routing options. More money. Flippers. Lamp. Combos. Alright. Pretty item plentiful so far. The bug net. Now I can do Aghanim. Okay. I'm also a sword away now from, with that lamp, I'm also a sword away from Dark World access. Actually killing Aghanim. So, that's also spooky. Although, with just a glove and flippers, I don't have I can only do Catfish and Pod in Dark World if I do Aghanim, so it's really not super worth it at the moment to think about. No Bottle or Flute here kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna do Back of Escape before I do South Shore. And then also do Houlihan just to guarantee Zora money. Get the bottle. Go back up, do Sick Kid, and then we'll save and quit. This is a really... oh god. Really not fun place for bottles. Alright, so doing this the way I'm gonna be doing it. Be using 1 bomb for Back Escape, and then 1 bomb for Houlihan for the move 7. And then 1 to open Mini Moldorm for 6. I guess I can use the B for Mini Moldorm Cave, so it's not as bomb intensive. Really like for this to be a good item, because this is a pretty, I don't know, it's like an extra minute-ish just to do this check. Alright. Wasn't great, but honestly, Boomerang's not that bad this early, before I have any weapon. Worst thing about the Boomerang is that I'm not auto-equipped onto bombs anymore. But, you know, it's really not a huge deal. Blue cane. Small key. Okay. So that means everything else in Escape is an item. I guess with Blue Cane I could have tried to do Dark Cross, but that's okay. I almost forgot that I was doing Whole Hand. That would have been really bad. Got some extra too. Could use Blue Cane as well for Moldorms and stuff, but let's see. I should be fine with bombs. I had like, what, 300-ish? Like, almost exactly 300 before Houlihan, so... If I hit 700, I guess, in this loop. I guess I would need to hit 750 in this loop. For the Houlihan to be a waste of time. Alright, we have Hookshot now, so I don't need to worry about B or Verna or using any more bombs. Okay. Cool. Lume. and a sword. Uh-oh. Well, alright. Oh, God. Alright, well, so the Houlihan was a waste of time. But now I don't need money for the rest of the seed. Goodness. Alright, small magic is the stun drop, which is pretty nice. Especially with Burnout already. Yeah. Based on a lot of my other tournament races, I've done this like same kind of route. Doing Houlihan before South Shore to do all the Zora area stuff in one go. Oh god. And all the other seeds is like actually paid off, and there's been like almost no money in South Shore, so I guess it was bound to be the other way at some point. Okay, so don't have to fake flipper because we have real flippers. So we're not gonna waste time doing this lineup. Man. Alright, so yeah, we do have Dark World access via Aghanim. I am about to go to East Death Mountain, so I can check Lumberjack while I'm doing it. No hammer kind of sucks with East Death Mountain with the hook shot, because you might have to be making that loop a whole second time. It's real slow. That was a good old fire rod. Ugh, Lake Hylia. So we're a mirror away from that item already, basically. Once I, like, you know, through Aghanim, I could just jump in the water and get it. There's a bow as well. Okay. Alright. Not bad. I don't really want to go to it's a pendant. I don't really want to go to Eastern right now. It is 6 total items. We got 4 in Escape. We have, you know, 1, 2. We have 10 on Death Mountain. You can even go to Desert, and you know, if it's not boot locked, you can beat it. We have a bow and a sword. Bombs. Yeah, I think because Aghanim is open at the moment, checking Lumberjack is probably, and going to Death Mountain is probably the best play here. Just due to the, you know, perspective, you know, Lumberjack key item making Aghanim required play. I haven't had an Agaseed yet. It's just a bottle. Perfect. Yeah, this whole Death Mountain clear is pretty slow. Without, like, you know, mirror boots or whatever. Because now I'm, like, walking up to Spec Rock Cave just to check the item. And then jumping down. But, like, ideally, I beat Hera. Or, you know, yeah, this is, like, this check here is just a slow check. It's, like, over a minute just for this one check. It's like you're not gonna blind get it, because that's dumb, especially with if hints were on, you could argue to get it blindly. But with hints off, like, there's no way you're not just coming in here to check it. And if that's something, then, like, you have this screen transition in, screen transition out, the walking up to it, and then jumping down, walking to it. It's, like, it's just so slow. It's painful. That rock right there is always a 50-50 bomb rock. Dude, get out of me! Hi. Maybe. Okay. Let me know when you get to work. At the very least, there's hearts in here, so I'm like... If I die to the mini mole dorms upstairs, then I should feel bad. Okay. Mirror. I don't know what that was. I just, like, kind of, like, stopped. Started scratching my face instead of, you know, actually looking at what I was doing. Okay, so yeah, Darkhold Access will also get me that Fire Rod. Sword on Spec. Or on Sky. If it comes down to it, I'll be getting that sword. You know, on my way to Ganon's Tower, I guess. But we'll see if that's doable. I'm only mitts away from getting that sword. Alright, so yeah, now we have to climb up Death Mountain again. Go do Hera. We can full clear Hera, so there's no reason not to at the moment. Sword beams will help. If I can keep them. And they're gone. I saw the Master Sword and just, like, assumed I had it. I don't even have sword beams, so I guess it's fine because I would have 2 hearts right now instead of 5. Ugh. Is a rupee on here? Heart container. That's a quick heart. We'll grab it. It's fine. We got Swamp, Thieves Town, Skull. Okay. Just a little piece of love. Little. Hey, Binky. One item. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, so there's only one more item in here. Obviously, if I get it, I don't have to open any more chests in here. And there it is. Why Hairpot's so good. It's just if you can do it, you know, even remotely quickly, it's so much nicer. You don't have to deal with the beetle room, which, you know, can be a little tricky to execute properly, especially if you have sword beams with a better sword. And the other nice thing about it is, like, you guaranteed have all the hearts available to you at the top. So, like, if you're not super confident with Moldorm, you know, you're losing even more time climbing up normally, hitting that switch an extra time. So it also, you know, it takes out the need for air bomb jump, which is, you know, just another point of potential failure. Okay. Still no Dark World access. So right now it's either like Desert, Eastern, or Escape into Aga. Like, if I do Escape, I'm gonna do Aghanim, because that's my only... And like with Hookshot now, I have full Dark World access to the Aghanim play. Obviously, you know, with Hammer or Mitts being... being my Dark World access, there's, you know, enough open to, you know, there's an okay chance that Aghanim's not required. But it is definitely a play that you could just be like, I'm just gonna do it. It's like, you kill Aghanim, you go get your Fire Rod, and then you can do like Catfish to Skull Woods, full clear Skull Woods because it's a good crystal. You you could, you know, full clear Thieves Town if you want to. It's Green Pendant. Or you could just, you know, check the front. You can also do all the mirror locations en route. So you're not isolating anything except for like smiths. So like, there's definitely some very, very good points to do Aghanim right now, even with all the stuff I have available. I don't know what's on pedestal. You can, like, you know, in this situation, you'd be able to check pedestal as well. So, like, if pedestal is something good, then you just, you know, after you finish Skullwoods, you maybe, like, finish off the loop. You would then definitely do Thieves Town. You would come immediately do Eastern. Swamp is only a hammer away from being beatable, so pedestal is definitely something that can be progression at the moment. It's got one item in here already. 2 items. Alright, this could be a very quick dungeon. I'll probably just leave if I get the 3rd item in, like, big key item. Even maybe just the item. I might just leave and come get big key later. If I need to, you know? So if this is an item, I'll probably save and quit. Alright, big key. Come on, God Eastern, just let me leave. No. So now, if the vanilla big key chest isn't the item, like, I can't just leave one item at Eastern. It's in logic. I have to do it. Man. Yeah, so like every... I don't know. I still think it's like a 50-50 at this point. Okay, so Eastern has no items left. Okay, so I do have access to all of Desert Area with the book. I have, you know, Agina, the ledge, and then inside Desert. Desert might not be boots locked, and if it is, that just tells me that I need boots for the seed. It's also a good crystal. I'm okay with making this play before Eastern Aghanim. It is exactly the same number of items max as Eastern, or as Escape is. I think I said Eastern instead of Escape. With Agana, the ledge, and then 2 things in Desert. There's 4 items here. Obviously not all of which are guaranteed accessible. With a glove as well. You can steal the key to, you know, find out maybe a little bit more information about where the boots are. And obviously, you know, you might need boots for you know, Gan's Tower Torch, right? But other than that, that's the only thing, and like, you know, boots required items. The only thing I actually need boots for still. Usually rotate my controller and mash that with my left hand, because mashing the R button sucks ass. Okay, so big key's in that chest, so there's a chance, like even a small key is here, we can beat the dungeon. And it's not. So, and that's also an item. So this has to be the small key. So this is beatable. This is beatable. So that's good. So good. This play ended up being kind of worth it. We're just gonna go straight to the boss. If the boss is the second item, I don't need to do anything else in Desert. If the boss doesn't have the item, I go back in Desert, I leave the right side and go do Aghanim Agana afterwards. Obviously, you know, if this isn't like Hammer or Mitts or something, and this was doable later, I'd lose a little bit of time to somebody coming in, or to sab0tender coming in with boots, or coming in with, you know, Fire Rod already. But not that much. Especially with the Fire Rod already accessible, I'd be able to do potentially Pyramid Fairy. Good old-fashioned bow fight. Alright. Well, that was unfortunate. What is happening? Alright, gives me the item, then we're good. Does not. So we are coming back into Desert. So with all of desert left there, that's, you know, I can agree with. I guess it's you're more likely to get time save. Like the risk reward is way better for the reward in this situation, without boots and, you know, without having the mirror to the desert ledge entrance. It was definitely faster to go check Lambo first, because that's something you have to do anyways. With all of this right side stuff still to do, it's definitely faster. Of course, the last item is in the last possible check. And then we're just going to go out the right side. I don't know if it's faster to mirror here or not. Mirroring would be one extra menu that I don't need. And then walking across the desert compared to walking out these two rooms. Mirroring is probably faster. Alright, so after this we have Escape and then Aghanim. Last locationing Aghanim kind of sucks. That's what ends up happening because it was available so early. But that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, like I said, I'm okay with last locationing Aghanim here, especially due to the fact that we were able to beat Desert as well. Everything in here is an item, so we're going to be doing Dark Cross and all the way to Zelda Cell before doing Aghanim. Okay, that's not something that helps me currently, but that is something that I do need to beat Meyer. So, you know, that's fine. That would have helped me get to Desert sooner, or I guess quicker. But you know, if like with Aghanim and how much I had in access in Dark Worlds, if I came into Hyrule Castle, I was beating Aghanim. Like I wasn't gonna leave to go to Desert with. I guess I didn't need that key, actually. So yeah, so we're gonna have an extra key in Escape. I guess I could do the normal boomerang chest strat and just bail on the key. Because I don't need it. Let's do that. Shovel. I'm not checking Shovel before doing Aghanim. It's too much of a time loss. Perfect. Another bottle. Aghanim it is. Obviously, if I don't know if shovel location is Mitz or the hammer, that definitely sucks. But risk reward, it's really not worth it, in my opinion. Like, sure, Aghanim's tower is pretty long. But I don't think checking Shovel would have been worth it. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is do Pyramid and go get my Fire Rod, and then we're gonna hook shot. It's Catfish, and then hook shot across to Skullwoods. These guards are bad. I don't have a shield. It's like, why should I get hurt? Get owned, guard. Two. Two. Not bad. It's a big yawn. Okay, so I need Mid's Hammer Cane. And that might be it. Mid's Hammer Cane and a medallion. Maybe. Nope. I don't know if saving quitting there is faster. Put me on the pyramid to jump all the way down the pyramid. Also, the save and quit screen is super slow now. It's probably close enough to even. just bailing on Pod for now. Pod with a bow and without hammer is, you know, kind of okay. But with the ability, like, you know, doing the whole loop is way more beneficial at the moment. Obviously, if hammer's in Pod, then this kind of sucks, but that's pretty much the only situation where this sucks. Alright, so I need to remember checking pedestal after Skullwoods, because I only need hammer for pedestal. I guess I only need a couple more, you know, a couple more items, so like the amount of things that can be on ped that are useful is less, especially... I need Ice Rod too. For some reason I thought Turtle Rock was pendant. Nope, it's not a hook shot. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, Samaria Mitts Ice Rod could be on pedestal. Can currently beat Eastern, can currently beat Thieves Town. The only thing that can't beat is Swamp, because Swamp hard requires the hammer. Oh, I want to do that shit too. Man, I'm like too busy looking at my tracker, not paying attention. Oops. Get juked, boy. This is one of those like super slow checks without boots or mitts, just because you have to go the long way in and out of the graveyard. Got a sword out of it though, so that's nice. So yeah, guaranteed. You know, I don't even know if I would get that sword on Sky Island on my way to GT anymore. It would make things easier. I guess it would just like make things more consistent, you know? The Gauntlet would be easier because Master Sword doesn't kill the red Zazzix. I have the cape already, so... Yes, I'm checking pedestal. I need to activate my flutes. And then I need a mirror for shuffle. Those are the things I need to remember. Alright, we're gonna do Mothula first. Ow. Hold the freaking statue. I don't understand why that happens. Pulling things just is awkward in this game. It's like I clearly was grabbing it. Good. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so still 2 items left in Skull. Still 2 items left in Skull. God. I've got pedestal check. Oh my god, it's the pedestal check. Hey, pedestal. Alright, we have 1 small key, so we can do this dungeon pretty quickly to round out the 2 items. Just go in the big chest entrance, go right first, and then we can just go left all the way around. Mirror will make it super quick as well. If I have to do the big chest, you know, kind of sucks, but whatever. Hey, the mids. Item. Of course, we'll go for the fast boy. Oh, I tried. My 1 attempt. Alright, so at the very least I saved time not being Eastern. So, you know, kind of okay with that. Help. Ow. I don't know if I want to go into Thieves Town at the moment. I have mitts and flute, so I can get back to Thieves Town pretty much as quickly as possible. Yeah, we need Ice Rod, Hammer, Samaria, and maybe Medallion, which I can just check. Okay, last thing I need to remember to do is shovel. Ugh. Nice accidental quick work. Ice Rod. Okay. Hammer Samaria. So, Dig Game, Smith, Purple Chest, K45, Shovel, open the Purple Chest, Bombos Tablets, to Mire area is the current play. You do Digging Game first here, because if you grab the Smith or the Purple Chest, it won't let you do the Digging Game since you have a, quote-unquote follower state. Even if you leave the Purple Chest aside, you still have the follower state behind you, because the Purple Chest is still active somewhere. So, you want to full clear this area. Like, leaving behind Digging Game sucks, because it's kind of out of the way. So here, the only thing I'm isolating is Hammer Pegs, but with Hammer being one of the 2 potential Go Mode items I still need, it's pretty low risk just leaving Hammer Pegs here. But I'm also leaving behind all of Thieves Town. So if I come back to do Thieves Town, I will come back and do Hammer Pegs, so it's really not that bad. Okay, well, we definitely don't need the sword on Sky Island anymore. Alright, I think I'm gonna change my route up a little. Man, I don't know, dude. Oh no, I beat Aghanim. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, we're gonna change up the route a little bit. I'm not gonna go to Mire area quite yet. I'm gonna do Big Bomb first. Garbage. Alright, that wasn't the hammer, so Aghanim was required. So this is the last book required thing. Hooray! Alright, I'm gonna do something stupid here. We're gonna check the first chest in Swamp. Without a hammer, this check really sucks to come back to. This is more like a low-risk, high-reward play. If hammer's in here, then, I probably feel like I win. Because, I have Hype Cave, I have Pyramid Fairy, I have all of Mire area, Darkwold Death Mountain, I can go into Ice Palace, I can go into Thieves Town, I can go into Pod, I can go into Mire, maybe. There's so much stuff that I can do, that if this play, even if it's Cane of Samaria, I feel like it's a good play. And it also could just be nothing, and in which case, like, without hammer, I'm immediately locked out after this next chest. So, it's whatever. Yeah, minimal time loss. Like, it is definitely some time to check this chest, but the amount of time I save if this is progression, is crazy. Alright, so Swamp has 5 items left. I would see if Hammer's here. Like, I don't want to go Independent Swamp. So if Hammer was here and I went to go check that chest, I'd be way more inclined... Wow, lots of health. I'd be way more inclined to just do all of Swamp, right? I guess if Hammer was here, like, I wouldn't check the first chest in Swamp anyways. I would come back later. So since we killed Aghanim, we don't have to do any, like, crazy... Not even crazy, we don't have to do any minor glitches to get to Pyramid Fairy. Although I did, because it's a tiny bit faster. I also didn't even do this intentionally. It just kind of like happened. I jumped off the ledge. I'm like, oh yeah. Alright. We can do this. It's definitely not intentional. But if you hadn't killed Aghanim and you didn't have Hammer, you could... Alright, Kane. Potentially only Hammer for go mode. Okay, so yeah, me beating Desert before... I need Ether for Meyer. So can't beat Meyer yet. Doing Desert before Aghanim ended up being pretty nice here. Alright, so the only thing that's kind of annoying here is I have Cane and Mushroom, so I could fake Powder, but getting to Magic Bat without Hammer is very slow. Alright, so I can't even get into Turtle Rock yet, so this is going to be a pretty quick check. Starkle Death Mountain. We're also checking whether we need Quake or not, so this is the last big bit of information that I need for the seed. So Hammer, Ether... Yeah, like I said, I can't even get into Turtle Rock without Hammer, so unless Hammer's here and Turtle Rock is Bombos, then, you know, there's nothing else for me to do. If Hammer's here, I would definitely do Turtle Rock now. I can mirror, assuming it's Ether, or like, you know, Quake or Ether, or assuming it's Bombos, or Quake or Ether is also here. If Hammer and Ether is here, I probably wouldn't do Turtle Rock right now. At that point, it really wouldn't matter. Okay, there's Hammer. Ether, maybe Quake go mode. Yeah, the sword's not worth it. Alright. So yeah, with no ether here, if Turtle Rock is Bombos, we're gonna beat it. I think that's really good about me beating Desert. It's not. Okay. We're gonna go do Spike Cave. Alright, so now I can beat Pod, I can beat Ice. Man. Medallion hunts are the worst. Probably go do Pod first. It has the most items and also doesn't need magic, which I'm going to be using enough of here. Alright, here we go. Okay, so now if I do choose to go into Thieves Town has 5 items because of the green pendant, and I can full clear it guaranteed. Swamp is now full clearable, also with 5 items. Obviously, if I find Ether or Quake, you know, that adds another crystal dungeon I can beat into the mix. Ideally, I want to find Ether before Quake, because I don't want to go up Death Mountain 2 more times. Yeah, so it's really nice that, I don't know. Okay, so with Hammer up there, if Quake is in Pod and Ether is in Turtle Rock, then going into Pod without the Hammer would have been nice. And probably better. But if that doesn't happen, then delaying Pod was definitely in my favor. Alright, so 5 items in Pod as well. Lots of 5s. Small key, not bow locked. I usually play game 1s pretty conservative. I don't feel the need to gamble super hard until, you know, another round or 2, probably. Or I guess, you know, playing aggressively is not really... It's not super gambly, I guess. It's just leaving some things to do later, not just straight up, like, skipping a check. Yeah, I don't feel the need to be too aggressive in this first game of the series. Alright. Pretty normal so far. The big key. Boats. Nice dash. Boat. Alright, so we have boots. And red mail. Alright. So coming in here earlier obviously would have gotten me the boots earlier, but that's fine. You know. I haven't been counting items, but I'm pretty sure I have to do everything else here. So. Just kidding. Harmless Hellway was a small key because you have to use a small key to get it. And you need a small key to get to the boss. So, had to be a small key. Faster for me to mirror out. Okay, so I can do all of Ice Palace, all of Thieves Town, all of Swamp. I can do some boots checks. I can do Mushroom. Not sure how I want to do this. What am I doing? Please, brain. Okay, yep, Ether and Quake. Yeah, it's a pixel too low. It's a nice little addition. Oh. Alright, so after Ice Palace is the last crystal I can beat. So after Ice Palace, we'll probably do Hammer Pegs, Thieves Town, and Magic Bat with Potion Glitch. Or not Potion Glitch, Fake Powder, just because I don't need magic for Thieves Town. And I will be beating Thieves Town most likely, unless I, hit Go Mode in the middle of it. Just because Green Pendant is a potential item as well. Probably do the bonk locations before doing Thieves Town as well. Yeah, Ice Palace is a little slow to full clear compared to Go Mode, but like I said, it's the only crystal I have left. It's not worth doing other things. Plus, Cold Stare had, you know, Go Mode Quake the other day. Then yesterday during the Nightmare Seed, it had all 3 big keys I still needed. So, you know. Oops, my hand slipped. My brain slipped. Is that a thing that can happen? Can your brain slip? We're just gonna assume the answer is yes, and not worry about it. I rolled over my controller cable, and I was stuck. It's 1 item. Firefighting those guys, just I have enough magic that I don't need to worry about it for Cold Stare. It just makes, you know, me not having to hook shot like 8,000 times to get through there. Makes it a little nicer since I already had Fire Rod equipped for the Freezer room. Alright, 2 more items in here. We got Mirror Shields. Alright. There's 1. I don't have any small keys. Alright. So, perfect. So, Turtle Rock is going to be Go Mode. We want it to go up the mountain 2 extra times. Just 1 extra time. So, this kind of sucks. There's 1 item left. It's either Iced Tea or Cold Stare. And I don't want to leave behind an item at this point. So we're just going to check Iced Tea real quick. It's really not that long. Maybe like 45 seconds. I guess compared to going to Cold Stare at that point, it's probably more like a minute. Especially with how poorly that went right there. Okay. Item wasn't on Cold Stare as well, so, you know, more peace of mind. I'd be super nervous about that chest if I had left it behind. Alright, so we have Meyer with 2 items. Okay, so we have Meyer with 2. Thieves Town has 5. Swamp has 5. Eastern has 0, so Eastern is gone. I have Shroom, Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb, Hammer Pegs. And I guess Magic Bat as well. Okay, so right now Thieves Town has Fake Powder for Bat, Hammer Pegs, and 5 items from the dungeon, which gives it like the most plentiful, you know, total, I suppose. So that's probably what I would do next after doing the 2 quick Bonk Rocks locations. I said only 2 items in Mire, so hopefully we get early big key and early items so we can just kind of leave. I'd rather early items and then finding like big key north torches or something. I guess the only, minimal worry is Dipping Potterly got you boots if he mirrored for, like, A, it made Graveyard Ledge faster, and then B, if you mirrored for King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks, and that had Wake, and probably hit Go Mode and Ice Palace. But that would also depend on, like, when he got King of Samaria as well. Alright, that's 1 item. Okay. That kind of sucks, but I'm also kind of glad it worked out that way. Just because I didn't... like, if that was the big key and big chest didn't have the item, I would have had to make a decision whether to check vanilla big key chest, after the cutscene, or just go to the boss. And if the boss didn't have the item, and it was at cutscene chests, I might have left it. But because big key's here, cutscene was required, doesn't really matter too much. I just texted Kelsey a bunch of kissy emojis and I accidentally put a flex emoji at the end of it. Curious to see what she thinks that means, when it means literally nothing. Okay, so yeah, right here I could also choose to do boss over big chest with 1 item left, but very scary. Like I said, I play more conservative in game 1s. Losing 1 game, like, it does put me 1 game from elimination, but I'd much prefer losing to getting out-routed and possibly out-executed than losing to a gamble in game 1. Because then once I lose game 1, you know, you kind of have to be more aggressive to try and win game 2. How aggressive you want to be is, you know, relative, but... it's also a for-fun tournament. Sure, I want to win, but losing would not be the worst thing that can happen. I'd be pretty disappointed if I lost, if I'm being honest. But, you know, whatever. It's just one less thing I have to, you know, spend multiple streams a week doing. That's why I started commentating all these races myself. Just because, you know, it at least gives me some stream content that I can, you know, people enjoy watching my commentary, and, you know, it's also good for YouTube. Shoutouts to YouTube. No, bitch! Okay, so at this point, it's little. So we have all pendant dungeons and overworld stuff left. At this point, it's find Quake. I need to re-screw in screws in my chair. I guess let's save and quit, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna do Bonk Rocks, Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb, and Mushroom here. If there's nothing, like, so okay, the reasoning behind this is I can hard reset my Mushroom away, and it doesn't matter because I just save and quit. And if Quake is in one of those things, then I'm fine, and I'm just good, right? I don't have to check any of this stuff the second time. Okay, now I don't need to hard reset. So that's good. Okay, so and now Magic Bat is not out of logic. Not that, like, logically matters. If Quake is there, then you, like, I would have known that Powder had to be somewhere. I guess here I'm hoping that Quake is Magic Bat or Hammer Pegs for best possible outcome. I really don't want it to be in the front of Thieves Town just because I decided to bail on it. That could be pretty time-consuming. A time-consuming loss for me, I mean. With all this stuff I'm doing before the front of Thieves Town. And yeah, this was not doable. When you first got here. It was either it would have been either do magic bat or do purple chests. Wouldn't have really been both without wasting even more time. So wasn't there though, so that's kind of unfortunate. Thieves Town it is. That's a bad dash. Okay, also my general rule of thumb, like hammerless Thieves Town, depending upon how many items you get in the front, you full clear it potentially. So, you know, if it is in the front, I can just leave compared to actually doing the dungeon. If it, yeah, obviously, if it's not in the front here, then you gotta do the whole dungeon anyways. But so we got 2 items in here so far. Yeah, sorry. 1 more item and the boss. There's a chance I'll be able to skip some stuff. The freaking 3rd line. Where's this Quake at, dude? So after this, there's nothing else to do in this area. It's Shroom, Bat, Bonk Rocks, King's Team, Hammer Pig. So all I have left is dungeons. So Green Pendant after this, and then Swamp. Swamp would be last location. In there also would have been nice, obviously, if you came in here without Hammer. That would probably be the last location. We need the pendant. No item, but green pendant. Oh god. Gonna go make another cup of coffee after this. That's not the mirror. Alright, let's do it. Green pendant? Or is it in Swamp Palace? Swamp Palace it is. I can close my notes now, right? Probably get a snack after this as well. That's not a quick warp. 1 pixel too far to the left. Oh, it was a quick warp. I guess I was on the leftmost pixel, so... I guess normally I get the rightmost pixel. Oops. Nah. Hammer's the first item I need, since I already did the first chest in here. Yeah, if I lose this race, it's whatever. It came down to a medallion hunt with, you know, all pendant dungeons left. It's like, even if he didn't dip Eastern early, you know, he probably would have in this situation. So, who knows? Who knows? Give me Quake. Alright, so that's 2 items in total. So we're just gonna go straight back. There's more items back there. More, I guess more chests in total. I would not be okay with left side swamp play here to start. With 1 item from Go mode, left side swamp is so time consuming for 2 chests. And then this one you get, I don't know, reach 2 chests quicker and the 3rd chest probably quicker as well. It just doesn't make sense. So if it ends up being left side swamp, you know, die on that grave. And it wasn't. Good old medallion hunts. Alright. Yeah, like I said. Won't be surprised if I lose this, won't be surprised if I win it. Eh. Please, thank you. Do a little Quake Dash here. So Quake Dashing puts you in like the spin speed state as well. Which I don't want to get spin speed off these stairs, it's pretty hard to control. But it will give me a first frame ledge hop down to Turtle Rock. Which is, you know, most likely faster than how I would do it normally, you know? It's not any slower to go for. And it guarantees it like guarantees at minimum breaks even, right? Easy strat. Guaranteed skipping Mimic Cave. I don't even, like, even if Silvers are in there, I don't think Silvers saves enough time to make up for Mimic Cave being checked. Maybe if I didn't have half magic, but I do, so magic on Lambo 2 doesn't matter. I messed up the item dash. Alright, so vanilla big key. It's a 50-50 whether the small key's in the big chest or the roller chest, so skipping big chest is really dumb. Don't hit this. God RNG. Yeah, this race could very well come down to, like, GT play. I don't know what sab0tender's normal GT route is. I really don't do research or anything on my opponents. There are, like, you know, some people that I, you know are good and I race regularly that I do know. Like, I know Chris always goes right if he gets a small key. But most people I don't research at all. Oh. I feel like most people go right when they get a small key. Maybe I'll go right when I get a small key. Some people do like the Dark Magician route. Okay, come on. Just give me the small key. Okay. We need small keys. Didn't get the invulnerability from the pegs, so I could maybe skip this magic, but it'd be risky, so probably also faster. Just have the magic filled in terms of like post-crystal cutscene. Don't want to do right side first. See you later, sword. Who needs you? A small key, so made the decision for me. This is why some people do the Dark Magician route, which is do left side to Skeleton Room and then do right side, because you're guaranteed to have a small key for right side at that point. But I don't like it. So that's 7. Eight. Nine. See you later, bombs. Ow. And silvers. And the big key. Number 13. Somehow my Y button just didn't take. Alright. Alright, go to room 1. Decent 2. Not a great 3, but we got bad RNG as well, so that's fine. Okay, 4. Many of the fire rod was for safety. don't need anything here. Got plenty of health. Plenty of magic. Been a pretty clean GT, honestly. Don't need any of this stuff. sab0tender is done. Pretty close race though. Lost by like 3 minutes. And Aga robbing me. Oh, just kidding. Man, I swore that first one was a 3. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but that's fine. Got 3 minutes on the dot. And I'm good. Ugh. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. He did swamp super early. His go mode was Samaria, I think. Or no, his go mode was Ether in Ice Palace. Did he full clear Turtle Rock, which, you know, I had to do anyways. So he only lost yeah, he did swamp early. But you know, like, he's the 53 seed or whatever. If he feels like he's gotta make some gamble to win, you know, it worked out this time. It was fine. At last location to Aga, and then late boots. Last location Quake, essentially. Gonna make game 2 6 crystals instead of 7. That plays, you know, it's definitely more execution heavy. You know, there's a chance you're going into ganon with less, like, you know, health or items. Like, it's still a lot of the game, but it also, you know, a gamble like this wouldn't have owned me. But yeah, like, you know, it gives me the chance of the hover seed. It also gives you more of a chance for Moldorm bound seed, which is really cool. Which is like hook shotless and bootless. And like, you know, it also takes out the quote unquote like potential gamble for victory play. Because like, if this seed's a 6/6, I probably win. Just because my go mode's an Ice Palace. So it favors, you know, since you only need, you know, go mode items for 6/6, or only for 6 crystals, you end up coming down to like, okay, well, go mode is either, you know, this or this, usually. So definitely plays better for me. So game 2 is later this week. Kind of sucks that I lost, but you know, it's fine. I am not worried. sab0tender's good. But you know, I just, you know, it's a for fun tournament. No need to worry about getting eliminated. Yeah. Things were just unfortunate this season. I played well the whole way through. So, you know, I cannot complain. All the decisions I made, I feel like they were correct. So, what can you do? Game 2 is Thursday. Game 3 is Friday. 9 p.m. Eastern for both. I can still get a decent stream in before the tournament race. Alright. So there's gonna be an interview on Speed Gaming 2 at some point. I'm gonna cut stream now so it's done by the time the interview's done and stuff, and then I'll be going live afterwards with some stuff with food time. Okay, bye.